you've had your critics over the years.
I have?
And I'd have to imagine, I mean, most of it's funny now, right? Because success is the ultimate revenge. But how do you tolerate that?
So, to me, criticism, depending on who it's from, has its value. If somebody I know, somebody I respect, maybe I don't even really respect them that much, but I consider their opinion. I consider the situation.
What's the one that's impacted you the most over the years?
Honey, you shouldn't wear that shirt anymore. It made you look fat. I don't know. I don't really, usually things that had to come from my dad. Usually my dad, all my producers, my friends, I don't want to be the emperor with no clothes on. That's always been one of my biggest things. I don't want to be that guy that I'm out there and I'm just doing bullshit and someone says like, yeah, don't say anything to the old man, he's crazy. Come and tell me it sucked. Everybody fails, everybody does it the wrong way, and I know the toughest thing for someone to say is like, hey, I need you to run that again, or that didn't quite look right, or it didn't sound, yeah, we're in the business of making television. We're doing this. We need to do this right we need to do this right that goes to the viewers. We don't have time to we're just going to let that one go because then I'm risking everybody's job. If I suck at my job, I'm the last line of defense. Either I get it right or potentially we don't have the show next year. So please do all of us a favor. If I suck, if it's not good, then let me know. And I'm just like anybody else, I fail.
How about biggest professional failure and what you learned from it?
How much time do you have? Do you have a lot of... most recently, we had a show called Guy's Ultimate Game Night. I wrote it, designed it, planned it, casted it, put it all together. No room to fail. Going to kill. Beyond next level. And we didn't get renewed. It was a very tough pill to swallow because I had so much invested in it. And maybe that was part of the failure, is that I got too close to it. I wasn't sitting back objectively looking at it enough. I was too passionate about it. It can't fail. It's so great. It's like you get so close to it, you get burned by it. But I don't operate in failure. I don't think about things I don't
How so?
Okay, well, you look at your greatest home run hitters. They also strike out probably the most.
Right.
It's boxers. You don't go out there and you throw every punch as a knockout punch. You get knocked down, so I don't look at it as failure. I just look at it as like, okay, here's what I got from that one. This one, I'm not going to screw with that. I'm not going to follow that method again, or I'm not going to take that. So I don't have like a real failure button. Not that I'm ridiculously not aware of reality and pain and stuff like that. It's just there's really no time to sit there and cry about it. There's no crying in baseball, if you didn't know that. I learned that. Tom Hanks taught me that. You interviewed him. That was a great interview, by the way. But there's no crying in baseball. And we got to be ready to pivot and grow from what we did wrong today and be better by tomorrow and that kind of thing. I make one of the best tequilas in the world. Santo Tequila with my buddy Sammy Hagar. We're additive free. We're no bullshit, no color, no additives, no glycerin, no sugar, no anything. I mean, best agave you can get, third generation distiller, small batch tequila in old bourbon barrels. And yet we fight tooth and nail every day to keep going and getting our name out there about who we are and that we're not a celebrity tequila. Part of the game is the battle. That's part of what I love the most. It's like when it's easy, it's not that much fun.
And you have found a way to deal with any of that noise well and keep moving forward.
It's like giving it attention. If it really means that much to you, look at what you want to do with it. Do you want to continue on the negativity, or do you want to let the positivity reign through? And sometimes when you feed into the negativity, you can drown all the positivity out of it. So if you allow the booing or hissing or whatever you want to call it go on, it's going to go on for a while. It's part of life. I mean, it's not like it doesn't happen to everybody in every situation.
Right.
It doesn't mean that misery loves company. I mean, nobody likes it. Yes, we'd all love to walk along through life in, happiness and cotton candy land. But the reality of it is it's on every platform, at every level, at every age, forever. Would rather it not, but it does. And my choice, my methodology is to not lend to it, try not to participate in it. Do I watch TV sometimes and say, F that, God can never believe that, I've got an opinion about shit. I'm not the one that usually feels anybody else needs to hear about it because I'm on a platform that people watch my show. That's craziness to me. But everybody on to be the way you want to be. I was just at a meeting the other day and I said, I was raised in a small town and I didn't need to have a bunch of rules of how we were going to live. We just lived inside of a community and everybody treated each other the way they wanted to be treated. I think if we went back to those, what do they say, everything you need to know you learn in kindergarten?